Hey guys, what's going on? I hope everybody's doing well. It was great to get back out there today and play. We've had some interruptions, not being able to play over the weekend, and so to be able to play was really good. Before I kind of dive into the game a little bit, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention how excited we are for Jim Phillips. To be able to become the ACC commissioner. Obviously, that's a conference that. I've been a part of for 17 years, 4 as a player, 13 as an assistant coach, and he is going to just absolutely kill it. We know we lost a great one, but how could you not be excited and happy for him to be able to be in that position? And there's nobody better to lead that conference going forward. So anyway, really good win for us today. I appreciate Quincy coming out on short notice. We were both kind of looking for games. It's kind of the way of the world with non-conference scheduling right now. We were able to put this game together in short notice, and it was good for us to get out there and play before we have a Big Ten game. A lot of guys got a lot of minutes. I thought we played much better offensively than we did in the Pitt game. We shared the ball. Our shot selection was much better today, and that's something we've really worked on in the last week since our last game. So the real season begins in the Big 10 starting Sunday night, and I know our guys are going to really lock in and look forward to the opportunity to play a great Michigan State team on Sunday.
Reminder, if you have a question, to please message Athletic Communications in the chat. The first question will be Patrick Andres.
Yes. Hi, Coach. Congrats on the win. So looking at the very beginning of the second half, Miller Kopp, he comes out after the intermission and he gets on this kind of hot streak. He hits a couple threes. I think he ends up with 14 points after the break. When he's shooting like that, when he's just in this constant rhythm, what do you think that brings to your team going forward?
Yeah, I mean, Miller, has proven now through last year and this year to be one of the better shooters in the Big Ten, in my opinion. If he gets some daylight, he gets his feet set. I'm usually surprised when he misses, but we started. One of the things that we've always done is if somebody has it going, we kind of called his number 4 or 5 possessions there in a row. We called some set plays to try to free him up for shots. The thing I've been really proud of Miller this year is he's really letting the game come to him. He's not forcing things, he's playing it, and that becomes contagious, and I thought our guys overall did a great job. But, when he gets going and he goes on a run, it gives you the opportunity to create some distance from your opponent, and our guys feed off of it. He's such a leader on this team. When he gets going, it's more than him just scoring. It really gives energy to the rest of our team.
Gabby Carroll.
Hi, congrats on the win, Coach. Obviously, you're coming off a tough loss and then the cancellation, so it's been kind of a hectic week. What did you guys really focus on in practice coming into this game, and what did this last week of practice look like for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great question. I think the main thing that we took away from Pitt, obviously the last minute is something that we have to clear up. But overall, I felt like the guys, and we all watched it, we weren't happy with our shot selection, in the Pitt game. I thought we took a lot of rushed early shots that were just kind of out of character for how we want to play. And I said on the radio a little bit earlier, we want to play fast. We want to play with tempo, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to shoot all the time in the first 5 to 7 seconds. If it's there, it's there. Great. If not, then let's execute. And I think having that Pitt tape and having the guys be able to see it and then use the last 5 days of practice to really iron out our tempo and when to be patient, when to attack. I thought we flowed a lot better. I thought you saw more connecting plays today, where the ball moved side to side, 3 or 4 guys touched it and led to open shots.
Amit Malik.
Hey, Coach. 3 games that you guys have under your belt before Big Ten play. What are your kind of bedrocks that you're going to fall on this season in conference? What are you guys going to hang your hat on? What are you most excited for that's going to win?
Yeah. I think one of the things that for us to be good has to be balance. I think that's a key with this group. I mean, we want to play with pace and play more possessions because we think we have more guys and we can utilize our depth. We've been playing kind of a 9-man rotation. You feel like coming off the bench, with a guy like Ryan Young, Anthony Gaines, Ty Berry, Ryan Greer, those guys come in, and you got guys that can put the ball in the hole and make plays, and it keeps our other guys a little bit fresher. And so I think our balance is going to be big. I think on night to night, you could see a different leading scorer depending on what the game is giving to us. And then for us, the Big Ten is so tough, as we all know. And so, I would say that the main thing is to have an identity of fighting, because this year, the level of competition, you might win one or two in a row and then lose a couple in a row. Like, you can play great and lose a game because of the level of competition. So I think to have a fighting spirit every time you step out on the floor, that's something that we want to continue to promote, and understand whatever happens the game before. We got these 20 rounds coming up, 20 games. And win or lose, the next time out, you got to flush it and you got to get ready for another battle. So I would say those two things: balance and just have a fighting spirit collectively as a group.
Yeah, and just to follow up on that real quick, you talked about the balance. It's what you said, and the teams, got a little bit more rotation pieces that are playing regularly. Talked about all the guys that can score. How do you keep the guys competitive day to day in practice so that they all know that they can be in the starting lineup? What does that look like for them to feel like at any point they can get their number called?
Well, I think the fact that we've used them, everybody in all of our games so far, you can preach about it, but then you got to follow through. And, I haven't been afraid to, start different lineups or play different guys, or, just go a different direction at any time, because I believe in all the guys that are playing, and I believe the guys we put in the game can help us win. And I just think when you have more players, and then it's just going to promote competitive balance, because no matter what, all these guys want to play. And if you got guys that are on the bench that they know can play, then while you're out there, they know they got to give you good minutes in order to get another opportunity. So I think anytime you have depth and anytime you have more guys, there's always that fear of going to the bench, and that can be a good thing, because that's the greatest motivator there is if I'm not doing my job, if I'm not playing D and rebounding and taking charges and doing the little things, then we always say that your substitute will. So, I think our practices have been very spirited. Because of the balance, we've had really competitive scrimmages. No matter who plays together, you always have two good fives out there. And I think it's helped us prepare for hopefully our next step, which is Big Ten play.
Next question, Gabby.
Yeah, so obviously prior to the season, you didn't get a lot of exhibition games in. You didn't get to play anybody besides yourselves. So what have you learned about your team in these first 4 non-conference games, especially going into conference play on Sunday?
Yeah, I think some of the things we've tried to in the preseason, just seeing them play at a little better tempo, that was one of the things we wanted to play more possessions with this group, because we're not a physical group. We have a lot of skill guys, but we got to play in open court. We got to play and utilize the pieces that we have and utilize so just to see that come to fruition a little bit. And it's still a work in progress. We're still kind of finding rotations, and it could change. I think we have multiple starters. There could be, if we play a big physical team, there's no reason why a Ryan Young or an Anthony Gaines wouldn't start a game, or Greer or Bear. Any of those guys. So, the main thing we've talked to the guys about is let's come out every night and don't worry about who's starting, who's coming off the bench, all those kind of things. Let's just play good ball, whoever's in there. But, I think we've done overall, a good job defensively. We had one bad half against Pitt where we gave up 49 points, where I thought our defense kind of let us down. But even in a game like today, there's a tendency when the game gets a little bit out of hand to lighten up defensively and to hold that team under 50. They were averaging in the, almost 80 points a game, and I know a bulk of their schedule is Division II, but they played Southern Illinois a couple weeks ago, and they had some dangerous shooters and guys who could play. And we knew we'd probably have success scoring the ball, but to come out and to hold them to 48 points today was something. To see the guys come out and do it was something I was very proud of.
Any last questions for Coach? Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you soon.
We'll be joined next by Boo Buoy. If you have a question, you can message Athletic Communications in the chat.
So,
All right, we'll go right into questions for Boo Buoy. First question will be Amit Malik.
So game like today, a lot of people got in, scoring was good. You guys didn't play on Sunday. You just talk about what it felt like for the team to get out there, to get some good reps before, obviously a tough Big Ten schedule starts up on Sunday.
yeah, so it definitely feels good to get out and be able to play against some different guys, some new faces, playing against each other in practice every day kind of gets repetitive. So we're just glad we had a chance to go out there and play against some new faces and execute and play well down the stretch.
Next question, Patrick Andres.
Hi, Boo. Congrats on the win. So in the first half, you guys roll up a 47-17 lead, but there is a stretch where you miss 8 shots in a row. How do you kind of snap out of those kinds of bunks? And the cure for you guys seem to be 8 players at field goals in the first half. So how do you kind of get to sort of sharing the wealth more and get out of those kind of shooting cold snaps?
I think that we're a really good shooting team. That's kind of what we pride ourselves on being. So, coach tells us and we tell each other, like, trust in each other. So shoot your shot. If you're open, take a shot. That's the good shot, and that's the shot we want. So if you miss a shot, so what? Come back and make the next one. So we don't really worry about missing shots. We're kind of just playing through that. As long as we play hard and get the good shot, that's all we care about.
Next question for Gabby Carroll.
Awesome. So congrats on the win. Obviously, you're coming off sort of a long week of practice and a tough loss to Pitt. What was the mindset going into this game and during practice this week, and how did that sort of impact your performance tonight?
I couldn't really hear you that well.
Sorry. Oh my God, my computer is kind of weird sometimes. What was like your mindset going into this game, especially coming off of a tough loss last week? Was that okay?
Oh, okay. I can hear you more clearly now. Yeah, so we, coming off that loss, we felt that we shouldn't have lost that game as well as if other people who are watching. So we just wanted to bounce back strong. The game is in the past, can't go back and fix it now. We're just moving forward each day, progressing, trying to get better each day. So we're just taking it step by step, and we really know that we wanted to come out here and play well tonight, and we did. We executed, played good, got stops down the stretch, and we're just happy we got the win. So now we're looking forward to Sunday.
Next question, Amit.
Boo, Coach Collins said that, the two kind of bedrocks, things you can hang your hat on is your balance up and down the roster, and then he wants you guys to have a fighting spirit going forward. This is your second season. You've been through a Big Ten campaign. You know what it's like. How are you and the rest of the guys, trying to take that to heart and, knowing that, just one game on Sunday, but through the course of the season, keep that going and stay resilient?
Yeah, so we're trying to pride ourselves on being hungry. We're coming from a losing season last season. I think that we did a pretty good job about forgetting about that season and moving forward and just focusing on us as a unit and getting better. So we're really just focusing on our toughness and trusting each other and trusting coaches and just trying to build a winning program here. So we know that it's really hard to win in our league. So every little play matters, and everything that we have to do has to be attention to details and just stay locked in the entire course of the night. And that's how we're going to pull off victory. So.
Any final questions for Boo? Awesome. Thanks, Boo.
Thank you.